True elegance is rarely about the price tag on a garment or the designer label stitched into the lining. Instead, it is found in the microscopic decisions made during the dressing process. The difference between looking merely dressed and looking impeccably chic often lies in a fraction of an inch, a slight adjustment of a silhouette, or the intentional harmony of textures. For women over 50, the goal is not to chase fleeting youth, but to curate a presence of commanding sophistication and timeless grace. We often observe that many women unknowingly sabotage an expensive ensemble simply by neglecting the architectural nuances that define classic style. Today we are dismantling the myth that chic style requires a stylist. We are focusing on 4 precise, almost invisible adjustments that elevate an outfit from ordinary to extraordinary, using the principles of classic aesthetics and visual proportion. These are the secrets of the best-dressed women in history, adapted for the modern, mature woman who values refinement over volume. The first detail that instantly doubles the chic factor of any ensemble is the deliberate manipulation of the garment's termination points, specifically the collar and the cuffs. In the realm of classic elegance, the way a garment interacts with your skin determines the perceived quality of the fit. Many women over 50 mistakenly believe that covering more skin equates to modesty or elegance, but from a stylistic architecture perspective, completely hiding the neck and wrists can create a boxy, suffocating visual effect that adds weight and age. To achieve that effortless classic look, we must employ the wrist reveal technique. By rolling or pushing up the sleeves of a blazer, a cashmere sweater, or a crisp white button-down shirt to expose the forearm and the wrist bone, you immediately alter the proportions of your entire body. The wrist is typically the thinnest part of the arm, and highlighting it creates an optical illusion of overall slimness and streamlined elegance. Furthermore, this act of styling transforms a piece of clothing that looks like it was simply bought off the rack into something that looks lived in and tailored to your specific anatomy. Simultaneously, we must address the portrait zone, which is the collar area. A flat, limp collar conveys a lack of energy and attention. By popping the back of the collar on a trench coat or a shirt, you create a frame for your face, effectively lifting the viewer's eye upward toward your features, rather than letting it drag downward. This creates a structural backdrop for your jawline, which is particularly flattering as facial definition softens with age. The classic aesthetic relies on structure. When you stiffen the collar and expose the wrist, you are applying structural integrity to soft fabrics, creating a dynamic contrast that whispers sophistication. This is not about being messy, it is about being intentionally relaxed yet rigidly structured in key areas. Think of this as sculpting your outfit. A sleeve that ends vaguely at the knuckles looks borrowed. A sleeve that is cuffed to show a bracelet or a watch signals that you are the master of your wardrobe. It is a subtle declaration of confidence that resonates deeply within the philosophy of ageless style. The second detail that separates a chaotic outfit from a curated masterpiece is the strict discipline of hardware synchronization. In the pursuit of classic elegance, visual noise is the enemy. Visual noise occurs when the eye is forced to jump between discordant elements, preventing it from appreciating the woman underneath the clothes. One of the most common sources of this discord is mixed metals and mismatched hardware textures. For a woman over 50 aiming for a chic and polished appearance, the hardware on your accessories must engage in a silent conversation of unity. This means if your handbag has gold clasps, zippers, or chain straps, your earrings, necklace, bracelet, and even the buckle on your belt should follow the same gold tonal family. If you are wearing cool tones like charcoal gray or navy, and opt for silver jewelry, your bag and shoe hardware must align with that silver narrative. This attention to detail might seem obsessive, but it is the hallmark of high-end classic styling. When hardware clashes, it subconsciously signals a lack of planning, suggesting that the accessories were grabbed randomly rather than selected with intent. Furthermore, this synchronization extends beyond just jewelry and bags. Consider the buttons on your blazer or coat. A truly chic modification is to replace cheap plastic buttons with high-quality metal ones that match your preferred jewelry tone. This small investment can make a high-street jacket look like a bespoke designer piece. The goal of classic beauty is harmony. By streamlining your metals, you create a vertical line of consistency that the eye finds soothing and expensive. This discipline also applies to the finish of the metal. Pairing an antique burnished brass with a high shine polished chrome creates friction. Stick to similar finishes to maintain that stream of elegance. This concept of synchronization serves as a binding agent for your outfit. It ties together separate pieces sourced from different places and ties into a single cohesive look. It shows that you understand the power of subtlety. In a world that often screams for attention with loud logos and neon colors, the woman who understands the quiet power of matching gold hardware creates an aura of established wealth and timeless taste that is impossible to ignore. The third detail is fundamentally about understanding the anatomy of the leg line and how it interacts with footwear. This is the concept of the ankle showcase and vamp depth. As we mature, the body changes, but the ankles often remain one of the most elegant and structurally sound parts of the female form. In classic style, maximizing the visible length of the leg is crucial for maintaining a stately, upright posture in the eyes of the observer. A common error is wearing trousers that puddle around the shoe, creating a heavy stump-like effect that drags the visual weight downward. To instantly chic a look, trousers should be hemmed to hit exactly at or slightly above the ankle bone. This sliver of skin acts as a breaker, separating the fabric of the pant from the leather of the shoe, which paradoxically makes the leg look longer and the outfit more intentional. This relates directly to the shoe's vamp, which is the part of the shoe that covers the top of the foot. A low-vamp shoe, which cuts across the toes and exposes the instep, combined with an ankle-grazing pant, creates a continuous line that extends the leg. High-vamp shoes that cover the entire foot up to the ankle can truncate the leg line, making the wearer appear shorter and stouter. For the woman over 50, embracing a tapered pant leg that ends cleanly at the ankle bone, paired with a loafer ballet flat or pump with a low vamp, is the secret to looking lighter and more agile. This is not about following a trend of cropped pants, but about tailoring. Tailoring is the cornerstone of classic elegance. A pant hem that drags on the ground signals neglect. A pant hem that hovers precisely at the ankle bone signals precision. If you are wearing boots, the logic shifts slightly. The shaft of the boot should disappear under the hem of a wider leg pant, or meet the hem of a straight leg pant without bunching. We must avoid the awkward gap where a sock might show unless it is a deliberate stylistic choice with hosiery. By mastering this transition point between trouser and shoe, you eliminate heaviness from your silhouette. It gives you a spring in your step and projects an image of a woman who is grounded yet uplifted. It is a small detail of mere inches, but it carries the weight of your entire sartorial presentation. The final detail is the mastery of silhouette control through the art of the semi-tuck, also known as the French tuck, and the deliberate layering of textures. Classic elegance is never restrictive or rigid, therefore wearing a shirt completely untucked often reads as sloppy or shapeless, while tucking it in completely can sometimes feel too severe or emphasize the midsection in a way that some women over 50 find uncomfortable. The solution lies in the middle ground. The semi-tuck involves tucking just the front few inches of your blouse or sweater into the waistband while leaving the back and sides to drape loosely. This small maneuver defines the waistline, creating a visual break that restores the body's proportions, according to the golden ratio, roughly 1/3 torso to 2/3 legs. It suggests a waist without demanding that you cinch it tightly. It allows the fabric to flow over the hips, offering coverage where desired while still maintaining structural intent at the center front. This instantly makes legs look longer and the wearer look more put together. But the tuck is only half of the equation, the texture is the other. In classic style, wearing head-to-toe cotton or head-to-toe polyester looks flat and uninspired. To double the chic factor, you must mix textures within this silhouette. If you are wearing smooth wool trousers, pair them with a chunky knit sweater or a silk blouse. If you are wearing denim jeans, which are rugged, pair them with a soft cashmere weave or a crisp poplin shirt. The contrast between rough and smooth, matte and shine creates depth. A monochromatic outfit, which is a staple of elegant dressing, relies entirely on this texture variance. Imagine a cream silk blouse semi-tucked into cream wool trousers with a cream leather belt. The colors are identical, but the interplay of light reflecting off the silk, absorbing into the wool, and gleaming on the leather creates a rich tapestry that looks infinitely expensive. This attention to tactile variety, combined with the waist-defining semi-tuck, proves that you understand the dimensional aspect of dressing. It transforms you from a two-dimensional image into a three-dimensional presence of luxury. Achieving a look of ageless elegance does not require a complete wardrobe overhaul or an unlimited budget. As we have explored today, it requires a shift in perspective. It is about respecting the architecture of your clothing and the geometry of your body. By mastering the geometry of your collars and cuffs, synchronizing your hardware to reduce visual noise, tailoring your hemlines to showcase the ankle, and employing the semi-tuck to define your silhouette, you elevate your style from functional to exceptional. These four small details are the silent signals of a woman who values herself enough to pay attention to the finish. They are the hallmarks of classic beauty refined for the modern era. Implement these adjustments the next time you dress and observe not just how you look, but how you feel: authoritative, timeless, and undeniably chic.